Okay, okay. So see here, the training highlights already I discussed yesterday. These projects we are going to cover as part of this training. Okay. And coming back to here, the Tosca Commander. What is Tosca Commander and what is Tosca Cloud? Why these two things are very important in real time? I'll explain that. And CI/CD tools and what certification programs are conducted in our training course. Okay. And here the so if you are acting as a manual tester, if you are working as a manual tester, then what are the activities we do in real time? I just listed those points here. And once we'll make a note of number of test steps. What is the next step again? Execution report of manual testing. So we have to execute and take the evidence of the execution. That is what we do in real time. This is completely a real time approach team. It's not like a training approach. Real time means so what are the things we do in a software companies or product based companies? The same thing we just listed here. This is the way we work in real time. Okay. Now, when you come across automation point of view, okay, when automation is comes to the picture and what are the advantages of that? So the automation is here team to save the time and we can release the product to client within short span of time and we can execute a bulk number of test cases at a time using CI/CD tool. Okay. So for I just take an example as a Swiggy Mart, Instamart, Zepto. These things are acting as a automation. Okay. So the similar way these tools also worked. So here in the market, the number of tools we already have. Out of all those tools, I just listed here Tosca automation tool only. I just listed Tosca automation tool only. Clear up to here what are the points we discussed yesterday? Okay. So I'm just waiting for your reply. So please be participate actively today's session and interact actively. So if you have any kind of questions, we'll discuss those points today. Okay. Coming to your team, how Tosca helped to us. Okay. So already I discussed yesterday, but let me recap again. So the Tosca, if you're working as a Tosca automation engineer, we can do one thing. Okay. Let us assume the experience point of view I'm talking. Okay. If we have a manual testing experience, 5 years of manual testing experience. Okay. Let us assume still the person is working with the package or 6 LPA only per annum. Only 6 LPA. And even if this person is trying to look opportunities in outside, very less opportunities in the market, correct? If you go to a marketing, we do have very less opportunities. Okay. So that is the reason we just jump upgrading our skill set to automation. Okay. Why Tosca? Why not other automation tools? See, let us focus initially at Tosca automation. If you choose a Tosca automation, you can split your 5 years of experience, 5 years of experience in two ways. Okay. The one way is here. So just mention the relevant recent 3 years. Okay, recent 3 years of experience on Tosca. and 2 years in manual. This is what possible in a Tosca team. If you learn Tricentis Tosca, this splitting is possible. So except Tosca, if you are learning any other tools like Selenium, if you learn Selenium, so can we split this 5 years of experience team? Hmm? Can we do that? Even if you split, maybe you have to mention 1 year of Selenium experience. The rest 4 is manual. Why? Here in Selenium point of view, if you want to keep some experience, must we have to learn programming language. So how to build a test cases in Selenium? We use the language. Which language? Java or Python or C Sharp. Getting me? So this is a very huge difference. So coming back to here, that is the main advantage team. If you see my previous all batches, the most of the people enroll this course manual testers, and next one is non-IT people. Next one is non-IT people. So if they are in different background, something they are working as a customer service or back-end people, admin activities. So in the even MNC companies only. So even non-IT people also applicable to learn. If non-IT experience, if they have 4 years of experience, we can split it. Okay, 1 year in manual and 3 years in Tosca. So if the package is 6 lakh, so we can expect if you uh, put this experience, if you are looking for experience, at least you can expect 12 LPA, 40 to 60% of hiking. 60% of hikes we can expect in the market. Clear these points? Why 60%? Why 3 years of relevant experience on Tosca? Because we have to learn this Tosca without coding language. Do we have any coding in Tosca team? So yesterday we already saw one example, right? Let me show you that. So do you identified any coding on that particular tool? No, right? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yeah, no, ma'am.
There is no coding. Okay. That is the reason you can go with some relevant experience also here. Understand? So the next point is here, Tim. This is a Tosca commander. So I'll explain this Tosca commander completely today. Before jumping to the next point, the above points are clear. Thank you. So coming back to here, today's concept, we are going to discuss a Tosca commander. Initially, okay, initially we start a training on, initially start training on Tosca commander. If you understand this Tosca commander clearly team, so definitely you can able to learn Tosca cloud very easily. Okay, that is the reason I'll explain this Tosca cloud for couple of application categories. Couple of application categories. Okay, so that is the reason initially we start with the Tosca commander. So this Tosca commander is a web-based applications or desktop-based application. Tell me, Rim. Desktop based application. Very good. So this Tosca commander is a desktop based application. Desktop based application. So if you want to work with the Tosca team, must be required a installation. Once installation, license activation, everything is completed, just open Tosca commander. Go to your Windows search, search with Tosca commander. Once you click on Tosca commander, here you can see this is a Tosca commander window. Okay. And within this Tosca commander window, Here you can see two options. One is open project, another one is create a new project. Open project, create new project. And here, these all are the recent projects which I worked. These all are the recent projects which I worked earlier. Like Tosca Repo is one project, Next IT Pro is one project, Next IT project is one project, Tosca project is one project, Tosca 9 a.m. batch is one project. Everyone able to see? These all are the recent projects. Okay. So to work on Tosca, we have to project, create a project or open the project. So if you open the project, it's already created. If it is created, click on this open project and navigate to your respective directory location. This is the directory location. So out of these all projects, select which project you want to open here. Okay. Select your respective project. So right now I'm just choosing Tosca Pro. Select your respective project, click on the project icon. So the extension of Tosca Commander is Tosca.tws. Okay. So here that is the reason you can see tws files .tws file. Must the extension is .tws. TWS is nothing but Tosca workspace. Open. So if it is opening, must we have to enter a credentials. Why credentials are required? So we all are working in a common user environment. So just enter the credentials and then click on login. So in 2025 version team, these credentials are very, very important. Understand? The first point is here. If project is already created, just open the project. Open the project. If project is not created, just you have to create the project. So out of these two options, which option we use most frequently in real time? We always use to open the project. This is what a real time we do. Okay. But coming to here, the creation of the project we can do here just for learning purpose. Understand? Let me show you how to create this particular project using Tricentis Tosca Commander. Open Tosca Commander, click on this create new, and then here you can see this create new is separated with two categories. One is common repository, another one is workspace. What is that? Common repository and workspace. Everyone able to see that?
Yeah.
So common repository level, we have to select the type of repository. So which repository you are working, we can say the repository is a common repository. Then what is the type of repository? Then you have to mention what type we just picked here at the time of project creation. Understand? So by default, which option here it is selected? Single user workspace. See here, team. To create a project in Tosca, we have two categories here, common repository and workspace. So is anyone having an idea on common repository, team? So is anyone came from Selenium background or any other backgrounds? Like programming language? No. Okay. What about others, team? No. Next. I'm seeing only two people are
No,
responding in
no,
the
no.
chat. No. So you don't know Selenium, right?
Yes.
So probably you people don't know what is common repository as well, right? Okay.
So the point is here, what is common repository? First understand what is common repository. If we are selecting an option in Tosca, that is fine, pretty much enough. But understand why it is required. Why Tosca people are allowing us to create a project within the common repository. Within a common repository. So see here, understand few points here today. What is common repository is nothing but this is the workplace. We can see everyone work. Everyone work in one area. Everyone's work in a one particular area. What is mean by this? Okay, where we can see entire team work together. For example, let us assume in real time point of view. In real time, let us consider here it is a selenium. Okay, in real time, one particular project is there. One person is working. Person one is working on the selenium and they just done the 10 test cases development. How many test cases person one is completed?
10.
The person two is also completed 5 test cases. Okay. So person three is also completed 3 test cases. Tell me, let us assume this is my team strength. This is my particular team strength. If they are doing a test case development, probably they are just using some coding language here, right? They're just using Java to build the test case. Yes or no? To build the test case, they are using Java. The IDE is maybe Eclipse or Visual Studio or Python IDE. So many of this. Let me work it as a Visual Studio. Okay. They're just IDE. IDE is nothing but it is a platform to build the test cases using Java programming language. Understand it? Same thing is done by the person 2 and person 3. Even person 2 is also used to Java programming language to build the test case. Even person 3 also same. Okay. So now the entire team is completed. How many test cases? Count.
18.
18 test cases team is completed right now. Okay. The completed test cases in Tosca right now. How many test cases completed? 18 test cases are completed. So see here, the 10 test cases are which are there in person one laptop. Yes or no?
Yes.
The allocated system. What are the system is allocated to this person one? This person one system it is holding 10 test case. The similarly, person two also right.
Yes.
Even person three test cases are there in person three laptop. Now team, I want to see all these test cases, 18 test cases together. 18 test cases together. How to do that? Right now, these people are working these test cases. It's already done. I just want to review all of these test cases. How to do that? Can I go to each person to ask them to share the test cases? Is that possible? As a test lead, can I ask each and every person? If I ask each and every person how much time it will take them,
So much time.
so I'll spend my entire precious time on these people, right, to validate the test case to check one to one person clearly, right? So in that is the reason then what happens in real time they use here some common repositories. What are those? Common repositories.
Repository.
So what common repositories you can see? GitHub. Everyone is having an idea of GitHub. Do you heard about this GitHub terminology team? See here, this is the GitHub. Okay. So in the GitHub itself, they just create one master branch here, and inside that they create a few more sub branches. If we go back to here, this is my GitHub trainer. Okay. And here the number of repositories you can see. I just created only Tosca public repository. If we go here, the packages and what are the stars, so Apache Maven. So we just add some of the packages here based on the project categories. Okay. So I'll create one repository over here, and once the repository platform is created, what are the test cases I just developed within this system? We just use here push command. What are the commands we can use? So in a GitHub, we have a master branch team. Within the master branch, the person one branch create one sub branches. Okay, we can say it is a branch. Person one branch. Okay, the similar way, person two branch, person two branch, and person three branches. So each person they have individual branches on the GitHub. Okay. So once the test cases are done, that person one push this entire code to person one branch. This is what happened in real time. Okay. To push this code to a person one repository, they have to use here git commands. So push command, pull command, merge command. We have a GitLab command editor. So we go there and we use some commands over there. Then only what are the test cases are done this person one, those all are available in a person one branch. The similar way person two push their code and person three is also push their code. Now tell me team, I have all these codes in which location right now? Common
Common repository.
repository. So as a lead, what I'll do, I'll go to these three persons and I'll merge all these three persons code into a master branch. So now here I can see 18 test cases together. Understand the purpose of common repository?
Yes.
So this is what the thing we do in real time. So in real time, if you get a chance to work with Selenium, developing of the test case is one task. After completion of that, you have to push the same test cases to your respective repository, either GitHub or branches. That is another task we have to do. It is a regular activity. Understand? The same thing we have to do for each and every person. Do the same thing. So here you can see the workflow. First, they build the test cases in their local system. It won't disturb others because it is a single environment. The person one is the person he is working on the allocated test case. Once the test case is development is completed, then this person push this command. This entire test cases to the common repository. This is what happened in other programming languages too. Understand? The common repository important. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, Tim? Okay. Now understand few one more point here. So in the Selenium, the people are working. If one person is working on the one particular test case, that means only it is a single user environment, correct? If they are using Visual Studio, okay. So this Visual Studio is a single user environment. Yes or no? This is the person who are allocated to this particular laptop and he'll work on the assigned test cases, like 10 test cases. Because no one is working on this person one similar Visual Studio, correct? Understand? So what are the test cases is done by person one, they probably check the things properly. Okay, if they want modify anything, they can do whatever they want. But coming to common repository in Tosca. So before jumping to Tosca, is Selenium activities are clear here, team?
Yes.
In Tosca Commander project. Okay, what are the project right now? We are just creating this project itself. It is acting as a common repository. Common repository. That means within this project, more than one person is working on this project in real time. In real time, more than one person is working on this particular projects. That means team, if you see in real time, the team strength for Tosca projects either 4 members or 5 members, not more than that. 4 or 5 members in real time members team. So these 4 to 5 members are directly working on the common repository. Understand? So that is the reason when you create any project in Tosca, by default it will show you a type of repository. Clear team? Everyone? If you go to Tosca Commander, and here are you able to see the type of repository? In Tosca point of view, we don't require GitHub and other third party common repositories. Okay, by default we use a common repository here, that is using a database options. Everyone able to see some databases are visible here?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in Tosca point of view, we always use to pick the database options here to create a repositories. Okay. Right now I'm using here SQLite. See here, Tim. Except this single, okay, this Trisant is server repository, SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, DB2. These five are acting as a multi-user environment. We can say multi-user environment or common repositories or shared repositories. These all are the different terminologies. Understand? Once you select the type of the repository here, so are you able to see automatically one option is highlighted here? Use
Use
existing
existing repository.
repository. So use existing repository is nothing but team. The project it's already created, even couple of people are working on that project. Okay. You may get chance recently to join the project. Whenever you are trying to set up Tosca environment your system, that time you can enable this option. Understand? Because this project it's already created. If project is already created, if team is working on that, if you want to set up Tosca in your system, then only you can use existing repository. So right now I'm creating a new repository. If you are trying to create a new repository, always uncheck this particular option. Clear? Team, why I'm unchecking this option? Everyone clear with that?
Please tell me again, ma'am.
Yeah. So the thing is, use existing repository. This point is also very important. Let me make a note. In a common user section, if you are seeing use existing repository, okay, use existing repository. The purpose of this existing repository, So is existing repository the purpose of this particular one? So here two things. If it is enabled, purpose is here, project is already created. This is the meaning of enable purpose. Created. The meaning of that already. Okay. Already. Team is already team is working on this project. Okay. Then what is the use of enabling this option? Let us assume recently I have joined one project. If I join one particular project, that is not the case. I am the person going to set up Tosca environment, everything, right? Getting? So if one person is hired for one particular project, probably it is a replacement, correct?
Hmm.
It is a replacement. So one person is leaving this company. That is the reason they are just hiring one Tosca resource. Once they hire the Tosca resource, so let us assume I just joined this project recently. So once I join the project, probably they allocate a laptop for me, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? So what are the laptop is allocated to me? I just want to set up a project here, Tosca project. So which project I have to set up? Can I set up a new project here?
No
Hmm?
existing project.
No, because the project it's already created, the teams are working on it. What are the project the previous team members are working? The same project I have to set up in my system. If you want to set up a same project in your system, here enable one option, that is enable mm, use existing
Existing repository.
repository. Understand the purpose of enabling this option? Understand team?
Yes, yes, yes.
The purpose of disable seems you we are creating a new workspace. We are creating a new workspace to team members. It is a kind of creation of the new workspace or project. Anything is fine, team. Okay, creating a new workspace to team members. If you are if you are doing a setup of Tosca for your respective projects, use existing repository options. Clear? Here you can see this is the huge difference, team. If this option is enabled, since this project it's already created, we are just setting this project in our local system. If you disable this checkbox, that means you are creating a new workspace to your respective team members. Clear this point, everyone? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So now can I enable this option or can I disable?
Enable.
Disable. So
Yes.
right now we are learning this Tosca, right? So we don't
Yes.
have any existing projects, okay? And even we all are not in a single network. That means if you connected to VPN, that means we all are in specific network only, correct? VPN stream. In manual testing, if you are working in manual testing, when you log into the system, definitely you'll connect to the client VPNs, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So if we are in a client VPNs, then we can use same project, but we all are in different locations now. That is the reason for practice purpose. For practice purpose, uncheck this one, create your new project here. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So enter the project name here. Tosca 7 a.m. Enter the name of the project. Otherwise, let's make it as a Bank of America or you can use America project, something, any of the Europe project or Canada project, just make it. So once you enable this one, here now we are done with the common repository section. Here I just selected here repository type. I uncheck this use existing repository and then enter the name of the repository. Let us come back to here, the workspace section. This is a workspace. Within this workspace section, are you able to see here one option is visible? Use
Workspace
workspace
template.
template. If you check this one team, you will get a standard module subset. What is the meaning of this standard module subset? We'll get the dump of all predefined standard modules which is provided by Tricentis company. In yesterday's example, are you remember? I just used a couple of predefined standard modules. Predefined standard modules. What are those? Open URL. Are you remember team? Close browser.
Yes.
Yes, right? These all are the
Yes, ma'am.
predefined standard modules. Even you can see the project specific standard modules also. For SAP, you can see a couple of standard modules. For mobile based applications, you can see predefined standard modules. Some Salesforce related applications, predefined standard modules. Some of the JSON file standard modules and XML file standard modules. We can see the number of standard modules over here. These all are the bunch of module things the Tricentis team itself they are providing to us. Okay. That is the reason at the time of project creation must you have to enable this option. This option is only available whenever you are creating a new project. Okay. Team clear?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
One second. Team clear? Okay.
Yes.
So once you clear with this stuff, just click on next button. If you click on next button, here it will ask the username, password and confirm password. In a password section, enter admin. So must we have to set up a password here. So right now I'm using very latest version. This is the latest version update. So in the latest version must we have to set up the password. This password must meet a 12 characters length. Okay. Click on OK. If you create, click on OK team, here you can see it is creating new workspace, new common workspace. By default, it will create a modular framework. Okay. But this frameworks, all these stuffs we'll discuss next class. So here team, why this login is required? Why it is asking me to enter the login credentials? Because this is a multi-user environment. Understand? I am not the person working here. Even entire my team is also working on the same location. That is the reason these login credentials are very, very important. Okay. Whenever you are trying to log into the Tosca, must you have to enter your credentials. Clear team?
Clear.
Then click on login. Once you enter a proper authorized user credentials, then only you are able to log into the project. So let me show you the entire project structure. Go to Home tab, go to the project icon, Are you able to see the Bank of America complete project framework is created? Creation of these all the sections, it seems like this is a complete framework of Tosca. You no need to set up this framework, okay? Once you create a project, automatically it retrieve this entire modular framework. So here we can say these all are sections and different terminologies, sections, phases, and towers, components of Tosca Commander. We can call it different terminologies. But this thing, it is acting as a default modular structure. Clear? Team, everyone able to hear me right? Any questions till now? It's clear, right? This is a default modular structure. So this is the project, and these all sections, these all module sections are added in the window, separate window. This is a separate window, modules, test case. Not much. What are the sections you are seeing inside this project? These entire sections are added into a different tabs. That's it. Okay. Each and every tab has its own capabilities. So, what are the project modular structure you are seeing here? Using this particular project structure, we can do one more thing, team. What is that? We can do here automation, and we can do here test management. Test management tools. What are the test management tools you people are aware here?
Agile.
Agile manner, we are working with a Jira or HPLM or Azure DevOps, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
These all are the test management tools. What is the purpose of using these test management tools?
To track the
To,
project.
to track the project status, like we just maintain the requirements and test plannings and executions, track record, everything is available under this, right? And using this Tosca project, we can do data driven framework, and here you can do DI, that means big data ETL testings, and here you can do customized reporting. So why I'm making note of these many things? What are the framework by default it is formed here? Using this framework, we can do these many activities. Understand? So right now we all are here to learn automation tasking. So team, we are using this Tosca commander only for automation. Only for automation. So what sections we use most frequently to work with automation section? So to work with automation section team, we most frequently work with module section, test case section, and execution section. Only these three sections are most frequently used ones. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So coming back to the management tools team, for management purpose, we work with requirement section. Everyone able to see requirement section, issue section, and then test planning. Everyone able to see?
Yes.
For data driven framework team, for data driven, we use your test case design. Okay. For big data ETL testing, we used data integrity testing. Only one phase. Okay. For customized reporting point of view, we can use one more thing, that is reporting section. Are you able to see what are these sections? This Tosca project by default it is created. This one we call it as a modular framework. Within this modular framework, are you able to see each and every section is having its own capabilities? Understand? So for automation purpose, we use these three sections: modules, execution, and test case. Okay. So now management tool point of view, we can work with the requirements and issues and test planning. For data driven framework, we use test case design. For big data, ETL kind of testing, Snowflake testings, we use data integrity testing section. So the another one is customized reporting point of view. We work with the reporting section. Clear team?
Yes.
Any questions till now? So team, this entire Tosca project modular framework is clear, right? Okay. So in this training, we are not working on it's a very simple structure. Don't get confused, okay? So we are going to work on only these five sections, these three sections in automation. Ignore about rest of the things, okay? What are the things is required, I'll tell you. But if you get a chance to work with Tosca with a web-based project, or Tosca with SAP project, Tosca with API project, or Tosca with Salesforce, or Tosca with any kind of project, we most frequently work with these three sections only. Clear team?
Yeah. Yes.
We always used to work only these three sections team. Okay, don't bother about the rest of this section. I'm just giving an information. What are the things? If you're seeing here these many sections, you may ask tomorrow, hey Hanusha, here you can see the number of sections. Why you are teaching only these three sections, right? That is the reason I just explained the purpose of each section in the previous 5 seconds. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a very important thing. Out of these all sections, we most frequently work with these three sections only. And what type of projects are covered here? The project categories you can see, we can work with the web, same. If you get a chance to SAP, same sections. So if you get a chance to work with Salesforce, same sections we used to work, or APIs, or mobile. You can pick any kind of project here. For all the projects, the automation point of view, we always use to work these sections only. Clear? Okay. Any questions till now? Team, any questions? No, right? Okay. So this is a project structure team. Let me show you the installation process today. So here, So this is the installation document. So you no need to worry. We directly share the Tosca latest version to you all. Tosca latest version like 2025.1. This document is prepared for Tosca 15, but right now we are using 2025.1. Okay. Directly we share you a .exe file to your mail IDs. So once your registration is done, we just share it to you. And once we share the file, open the file and then download the file. Okay. Once you download the file, here you can click on download anyway. Once you click on this download anyway process team, it takes some time to download the file based on your network speed. Okay. Once you're done with that, don't open the file directly. Here you can open the file in a administrator mode. Select the file, right click and run as administrator mode. And here you can see right click on file and click on run as administrator. So once you click on run as administrator, definitely it asks you to allow this app to make changes. Okay, click on yes. Once you're done with that team, so directly you can do a Tricentis Tosca setup. Hardly it takes 10 minutes of setup. It's not more than that. Okay. Click on I agree, continue. So here we choose here Tosca Commander. Okay. And here, so if this option is not visible, maybe you are not able to see this window in a latest version team. No need to bother about that. Simply click on next. So if you are seeing Tricentis Tosca DI integrity, okay. So Tosca DI integrity allows you to end-to-end your data, end-to-end testing of your data, okay, from data generations through ingestion, storage, all the way to business intelligence reports team. Okay, enable this option. Maybe in a future, if you want to discuss something on this, so at least we'll get some hands-on on this. Okay. Next, neo load, it's already by default selected one only. Do cross check and then click on. So here you can see the packages team. Out of these all packages, maybe in your installation time you are not able to see this classic package over there. So why this package is not available? All these things we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. I mean Monday's class. Clear team installation process. So in this installation process, we have to check the status of installation like this. If it is green color, that means success. If it is cross color, seems it is having some issue. If you are facing this cross color for any one of the packages like this, so just update your laptop and restart and try to do installation again. Definitely do the installations without any error. Here you can see all the packages are installed here successfully. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this AnyDesk is not required directly. They'll activate license within the Zoom call only. No need to set up this AnyDesk. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, team? Yeah, that's it for today's session. Just if you have any questions, let me know.
Ma'am, one question. This license will be valid for how long?
It's 3 to 4 months, Kabir.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is available for you 4 to 5 months. Okay, it's not like a 1 month, 2 months. Successfully, you can do a practical sessions along with me. Hmm?
Okay.
Hi, Anisha.
Any other questions, team?
Hello.
Yes, yes, please go ahead, Revant.
Yeah. So, like, I don't have any manual testing experience, or is it fine? Or
Sorry, your voice is not clear. So, team, other team members, are you able to hear Revant?
can you hear me?
Yes, somewhat better. Tell me.
No, I don't have any manual testing experience. So is it fine, or we need to learn that as well?
That is that is not a mandatory. Okay. Anyway, we teach
Mm.
manual testing also. Who are
Okay, okay.
don't know probably will conduct manual sessions at Saturdays and will teach you on that. Okay. You no need to
Okay.
learn separately. We'll take care completely.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, do we
Any
have classes on like Monday to Saturday or Monday to like all the days?
Monday to Friday. So the
Oh,
Saturday it's a doubt session. Sometimes I may take Saturday also regular class. But before one day before only I'll update to you. Okay.
okay.
Yes, that's it. Any other questions, Tim?
This session, this class duration, how many days, ma'am?
So the duration of the sessions is 45 to 50 days.
Okay.
Daily
Along
1 hour
with
of session.
certifications, resume, all the things,
Everything
ma'am.
is included.
Yeah.
Resumes, certifications, and mock interviews. And we have specific roadmap. Okay. We do have
Okay.
co-mentors and we do have admin people and some kind of technical recruiters are there. So they'll just post the requirements every day. Everything is there within these training sessions only. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other questions, Tim? Okay. So that's it for today, Tim. We'll connect tomorrow. Thanks to you all.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
We'll meet
Thank you.
Monday
Bye
session.
bye.
Happy weekend all. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
team. Bye
ma'am.
bye.